Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Hannah, and today will be a video about me speaking about my view on cheating. Yes, so this is a relationship video. Alright, now cheating, I am against it for one. Let me just put that out there. I am against it because it's a that's just something that just devastates anybody that's it being done to. And yes, now I will start by saying that cheating isn't only sexual, meaning you sleep with somebody else. That's not the only thing. Let's mute this. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, cheating isn't only sexual. Now that's how I see it. Other people might not really agree with me, but this is just my view. If you are in a relationship with somebody, certain things are just not allowed. Like, let me even correct myself. If you are in a very serious relationship with that person, like, okay, yes, you have to date the person for you and everything, but like, you're really in a relationship, like a very serious relationship, like, put dating on the side, like, really, like, in a very committed, serious relationship, certain things are really not allowed, and that is cheating for me. I would say some things which I find that is cheating for me. One, talking to other girls the way that you talk to your partner. Yeah, that's cheating. I will explain why, like after I see each point that I think that is cheating. Alright, so an example, right? You are with someone, and okay, before I even continue this, talking to, okay, I will say it like this: talking to another person in the opposite sex the same way as you talk to your partner, so like it would be both vice versa. All right, so if you're in a relationship, a guy is talking to a girl or another female the same way that he talks to his girlfriend or fiance or wife, or you find a girl or woman is talking to another man the same way that she talks to her boyfriend, fiance, or husband. That's wrong there. And when I say talking to the same way that they talk, like they're talking to somebody else, the same way that they're talking to their partner, meaning I'm not saying that you cannot talk to somebody else, like, okay, like you can talk to the opposite sex, but it is how you talk to that person. I'm not saying that you cannot say a hi or hello to somebody else, or hi, how are you? That's okay. But the way that you really talk to that person says a lot. The tone of voice, for sure, meaning not just the tone of voice, but like how you really speak to a person. Like if it's in a flirty voice, not flirty voice, well, I guess it's, yeah, that's how I put it, or like in a um serious or assertive voice, like, because all right, y'all having a conversation, fine. If you, okay, you call your partner babes or love or these nicknames, you are not expected to call any other person that name. What, meaning like the opposite sex. So if you're a girl or woman and you're calling your boyfriend, your fiance, or your husband babes, honey, darling, etc., and you're calling another male that, mm-mm. I mean, okay, if you have your son, fine, or like your daughter, your child, but still certain nicknames are like just for that specific person that you are with, your significant other. And if you're calling another man that, another woman that, it's like it's just off to me. Because if you're in a committed relationship to somebody, like a very serious committed relationship, then and no way that you'll be calling anybody else or talking to somebody else the same way that you'll be talking to your partner. That's how I see it. That's how I, Hannah Kizia Williams, see it. Now, I think I have elaborated on this point enough. Alright, before I will say one last piece before I actually move to the next um point. You have to be careful how deep in a conversation you get with that person. I'm not saying that you cannot talk to that person, but just keep it as high and how are you? Because when you really go in depth, like an example, um okay, like how's life? That can lead to something like that one question can lead to so many others, especially if the other person likes you. Now, I really cannot stay on this stuff on this like one thing too much. That was still this. I will say this. A lot of the times I have realized that most times other females or other men talk to the opposite gender, maybe as a normal person or friend. If that person isn't genuine, like a very genuine friend, they will really try and squeeze their way in. Nowadays it's very rare to actually find genuine friends, like for real. Because sometimes when you think like all good or like all things are good, that person actually like your significant other. And like for real, it happens. So sometimes it might be like you might think like that, like you thinking that that's just like a normal relationship, but that's not like what the person on the other side of the screen thinks. Certain things can really like certain questions you ask in a conversation can really lead to so many other questions, so many other things, like a deeper conversation. That's why you have to be careful. So yes, I said enough there. Next point. So the first point was, anyways, okay, I even forget it, but yeah, anyways, the next point. Touching and hugging. That shit in there. There are different kinds of hugs, as a matter of fact. Side hugs and other hugs. So, um, now I'm someone that I actually always used to hug and very affectionate person. But then when I really got into my that relationship, like that very serious relationship, I stopped it. I give hugs now, but it's like side hugs, and I don't really hug that much anymore. Honestly, unless he's actually my partner. I'm just saying this, cause yeah, hugs. It says a lot. Cause like I find, well, a hug for me. Like I said, I used to do it a lot, like literally hug and everything. I am still an affectionate person, but I will be that affectionate person only with my significant other. Yes. Hugs for me is like very intimate because you like your body's on that person's body, like you're literally combining both bodies on top of, like not on top but like against each other. And so then hugs certain hugs, like oh my goodness. But yeah, I guess you'll understand by how I actually interpreted it now there. So yes, if especially if you're among your like if you're with your partner and you hug somebody else, like I mean, really, like that really intimate hug, like okay, if it's not a side hug or like these kind of hugs, like you how I can't really say it, like I do not know the right name, but I guess you all know what I'm talking about. But like they have some very close hugs, and then they have some very far away hugs. The far away hugs fine, or the side hugs fine. Like you see these close up hugs, mm-mm. But especially if you're like if you're with your partner, then maybe you hug that person like the same opposite gender. Like, come on, you might okay. I mean, let me even clear that out. I'm not saying that it is wrong, but like the way you do it says a lot. And no, it's not that your partner is jealous or have insecurities. It just says a lot. Actions really says a lot. And action speaks louder than words, because you might again sometimes, a lot of the times, and I have seen it in very much a lot of situations, you might think that it is just that for you, but for the other person it is different. Because the other person, if that person likes you or have feelings for you, and you might be surprised how much just one little thing actually causes the other person to actually gain feelings for you. Like for real, it happens. So especially if you are with your partner and then maybe you hug that person in a like a close up manner, trouble there, oh, trouble there. Don't go blaming your partner that they are jealous or they are insecure. Mm-mm. Because they are not. And next one. So I said about like oh yeah, the first one I said was do not talk to other people the way that you talk to your partner. And the number two was touching or hugging. The touching part, like certain touches, touching them is like just for your partner. I want to see it like this. Another one, number three. And before I even continue there again, I'm saying like things that is like cheating, or things I think that is cheating that is not sexual. So I'm not really gonna say like sexual things, like yeah. But number three, sorry about that. But yeah, number three. Number three, I will say is hanging out with that person or like another person longer than you actually hung out with your significant other. There is like, mm-mm. It's not that you cannot hang out with other people, but come on, like for real, come on. If you're only hanging out with your partner for an hour and then that person you're hanging out with them for like 3 hours, that is a lot. And again, if it's only the two of you, that's like just danger right there. If for myself, as no like I'm a young lady. If I have to be hanging out with a male person, like especially if it's like a long time hanging out, I will feel uncomfortable. For real. Like after a while. You know why? Especially if I am in a relationship with somebody else. Like, mm-mm. Man, that just not working out for me. If my partner is there, fine. But if they are not, ain't working for me. And that's how I see it. Now there are so many other things, but then I would just stick to only these three only. Now I know that a lot of people will maybe say that they have a saying that says in a quote or whatever that says it's cheating to you. It's cheating to you if you think it's cheating. I don't never say it the right way, but yeah, but basically that's what it says, right? Yes, that I actually agree with it, but then to a certain extent, you have to respect your partner, and you have to be loyal to your partner. So again, I will say it: not only sexual activities are cheating. You might think of, like, you might say like the littlest things I consider cheating. Remember, I only said three. There are many others, I think, but then I don't want to go through all. But yeah, only these three major ones, I would say, for me. But like, for real, guys, when you see I am in a relationship, like certain things that I maybe like used to do before, is like when I'm in a relationship, like a very serious relationship, it changes. Because like certain things you only want to do it like with your partner. Like, I guess some people might understand if you actually view things, like if you agree with what I say or how I view it, and then some might not. And those that do not, I respect you still, and no, like, to say problem again. That I was just saying like my perspective, like how her think. Like, yeah, that's just my view. So yes, now guys, um, I will end by saying relationships are so much better when God is the foundation and when both of you all are on the same page. When you when God is the foundation of your relationship and when you and that person are on the same page, it's gonna be alright. Like, you will have a great relationship. And be careful what you do in a relationship, especially with other persons, um apart from your partner, if that makes sense. Because not all the times that other, like, you might really find somebody being genuine. You might think they are to you, but to them, there's it can be one little feeling, and it can really damage your entire relationship with your partner. And in this world today, boy, people has wreck relationships so so much, eh? Is like, just keep your relationship private and you'll be alright. Honestly, that's how I see it in this world there today. But yeah, this is just my view. So yes, I will be doing more videos, especially like relationship videos on different topics. So yes, guys, stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video. Love you always.